Greetings, mortars, and welcome to Peinteingu. Another fine day for Peinteingu. A glorious day for Peinteingu in many ways. Announcements, glorious vistas, progress in general. Progress is always good. Or is it? No. Progress for the sake of progress, from what I've heard, is bad. But general progress, pretty good. My throat does seem to be slightly suffering from the extended periods of Japo speak. I can feel my vocal cords vibrating in my neck. Sip, sip. Indeed, sip, sip, gulp, gulp. So, most of you are aware at this point that today I unleashed the Peinteingu t-shirts. If you are not aware of this, then I will attempt to make you aware of this momentarily. Forgive me while I crick and point at things on a separate screen. Can I do this? Okie right. If I do this, and then this, and then I do this. Excellent. Let me know if you see and hear the Peinteingu t-shirt announcement.
A glorious day for Peinteingu. But first, an announcement. The first official Peinteingu t-shirts are now available for purchase. Behold, many variations and sizes available. Simply click the link in the caption of this post, and you will be transported. You will not be transported. The links don't work. I was unaware of this. Apparently, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok don't let you post links in your captions. I was ignorant to this fact. My naive assumption that social media websites would allow you to post links to things. But then again, I suppose amongst we can abort babies and we can do all this other shit, but no, you can't post a link in a caption. Oh, you can put it in your story though. Anyway, to a location where you may make your preferential purchases. If you have any honor, you will support Peinteingu by paying for Peinteingu t-shirts. Begone now. Click the link. I've had enough of you. It brings me so much, like, the simple joys of LARPing as a Japanese demigod. It's just fucking brilliant, like. General progressor. Yes, there's just general progress going on right now. I don't know if I don't think I sent it to the Telegram or whatever, but like I recorded some recorded some content of me doing the yet another Commando Turtle sketch this morning. So I've been sketching and then fucking, like trying to do laptop social media work and then recording stuff and preparing boards for paintings, and in between all that, like going grocery shopping for water and shit. So I am
fucking knackered. Which reminds me, I can only do an hour today. I'm only doing an hour today. Today is the female and I's anniversary. The female and I are officially engaged a year this fine day. So we are celebrating. So I'm only going to do an hour of Peinteingu today. So I shall not speak much longer. I've already been speaking for 5 minutes. He says after doing whole streams 2 hours long of just ranting about random shit. So the t-shirts are out. The fucking links though aren't clickable though, so you'll have to copy and paste the link, or like I put the link in the Telegram, so it's there. But the t-shirts are available. You can buy the t-shirts now. The Peinteingu t-shirts. It shouldn't be too long. It is going to be a few weeks before the tactical turtle t-shirt comes out, because I want it to be really good, and I'm very excited about it, and I'm putting the effort in on this one. The little doodle I did this morning. Hold on, I grab him. You've probably seen many iterations of the commando turtle, but so what? More iterations is better. Oh jeez. I feel like a fucking giant in this room sometimes. In this house in general. And I'm not, like, I'm fucking what? Like, I'm under 6 foot. I'm 5'11", you know? I'm not a big guy, you know? I'm exceedingly average. But this fucking house makes me feel like I'm 6'5". So, I did this morning. Where's the camera? I did this little fella this morning. And, I'm happy with this one. And there's no shrubbery or anything, flanking him and stuff. I didn't cheat and, like, you know, put, like, plants and flowers and stuff, or, like, extra armor bits or some shit like that. Like, I tried to keep it as simple yet detailed as possible. So he has his little silence pistol, his high caliber silence pistol donned with scope, and then he has his cute little commando helmet and his little walkie-talkie. So then there's going to be 5 more of these that I'm going to do. I'm going to do a grenadier one. I'm going to do a kind of like a heavy assault melee one. He's covered in like flak juggernaut armor and has a sledgehammer. They're called tactical turtles, but there's like the realism is quite limited, shall we say. I mean, like, but that's what I wanted to be. I wanted it to be very comical and stuff, like, you know. So like I have that one called Blind Fire, which like has this kind of cybernetic bat helmet that allows it to hear things, but it can't see anything as a result of the design of the helmet. And it has like a 20mm like autocannon on its back or some shit. So that one walks around on all fours. There's 2 that walk around on all fours and are like support class orientated. And then there's 4, the grenadier one, the commando one, the sniper, and the brute force one with the heavy armor or whatever. The strictly melee one. So I'm very excited that the Tactical Turtle t-shirt will be even a minor success, like even if just like a handful of people buy it. But like that's an example of a t-shirt that's like, it's not an advertisement of Peinteingu, or it's not a like something to do with the bears, because I've done a few bear t-shirts in the past. It's like mine, you know, and it's a decent t-shirt. Like up until now I've been dealing with Teespring, so like it's all very kind of like like to me it's very basic bitch, you know. You just put an image on a item and like it just kind of lines it up, and then it's all very just like the samey, you know, even if the image is really good, because of the way they sit, you know, on most of them anyway. Like, so I'm excited now to try and do more collaborations with Printer Bear. That's another thing, actually. The Peinteingu t-shirts, I don't know what the percentages would be, but basically the way me and Printer Bear have worked it out is like he gets like $5 of like, we get, say like the t-shirts are like $15, he gets $5, I get $5, and then I think between postage and packaging and God knows what else, Bertaria gets $5. So that's, as far as I know, that's the way we've managed to work it, is that the greater Bartarian community gets a cut of what I'm making. And that's the way I want to do things from now on. For most of the things I do, you know. Of course, there'll be some things like my symmetrical paintings or some shit like that, that I'll end up keeping most, if not all, of the profit. But I have been thinking that sometimes even I would, like, especially if I sell it to a bear, if a bear buys one of my symmetricals, I'd like to send Owen a cut, you know, because that sale wouldn't have happened if his community didn't exist, sort of thing. But obviously, if I just like sell to a buyer in a different country that has nothing to do with the bears, like, you know, it's on mine. But I like doing that. I like being able to like do shit that is like from me, but multiple people can benefit from it financially. So, is that all of the announcements I have to make? The turtle t-shirts. The turtle t-shirt is on the way. I'm making good progress on the designs. The Peinteingu t-shirts are out today. You can now order them. What else? No, I think that's it. I think we're all good. Video and audio Gouda Domo for your information. I think you can embed a link in an IG story. Yes, the female informed me that I can put it in my story. So I will probably be doing that later at some point. Oh god, I'm tired. Apologies if I make you yawn. Fucking knackered. Up far too late and up early again, constantly. But 'tis the life when you're just grinding, and in my case, just fucking constantly painting. I was only noticed earlier on, actually, like if I'm always looking at like a small screen, i.e. my phone, or a slightly larger screen, i.e. the laptop, or an even bigger screen, the fucking telly, or like a blank canvas, or like fucking, you know, like a canvas with something on it. Like I'm always just like my eyes are fucking exhausted at this stage, between all the fucking shit that I'm constantly looking at, up close, far away, things moving. Like, it's very tiring. Oops, jinx. You are forgiven. Yes, the links are unlinked. It's all a big joke, you know. Being a LARPing Japanese demigod, I have a unparalleled sense of humor. Interesting. Guess I really do know nothing after all. You have no idea what you don't know. The Mandela working overtime. Happy anniversary to you both. Domo, brother Desmond. Happy anniversary to Fenduru and Uishi. Hopefully it's a happy one. So far it's been a happy one. So far it's been a delightful one. I'm fucking exhausted though. And I still have much work to do. We have to clean up the house in various ways. The place is a fucking mess right now because we've been just doing stuff and not focusing on, you know, maintenance or cleaning or anything. Like, we have to do a grocery shop. Just, you know, lots of stuff to do. But it's Friday, so let's get the fucking tunes going. Let's get the goo throwing. We have a Yeti and a Nazi U-boat to paint. So let's get to it. Let's go it. Where's my chance? There we go. I couldn't hear it for a sec. I was like, what's happening? Yeah, we'll leave there. I still, like, I need to hear the stuff, like, do you know what I mean? But I don't want it to, like, drown out my voice, considering I'm wearing fucking headphones. Like, I've always found that adjustment kind of irritating, where, like, it's like I can hear my voice, but it's muffled, so it's like fucks with me a bit. Like, I have to be slightly autistic. Like, just odd stuff annoys me, like, you know. Oh, right. Oh. Oh. Oh god. A ring of the gong. I mean dong. A ding of the dong. To cleanse the mind and spirit. To grant me clarity. For Peinteingu. Itchy beard. Sip, sip. I'm waiting for the day when I look out the window that's right beside me. And I look out into the road and there's somebody just sitting in their car and they just look up at me. And I'm just like, you know... You there! Mortar! Tune in to Peinteingu. Oh, fucking hell. Oh! See how much I love you people? I'm doing Peinteingu, even though I feel like a fucking zombie. Pay for Peinteingu! I have no honor! Fanfrex. It's time. For Peinteingu! Peinteingu. 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 Painting you! Painting me! It's Peinteingu! Let's fucking go! Painting you! Painting me! It's Peinteingu! Let's fucking go! Painting you! Painting me! It's Peinteingu! Let's fucking go! Yup! Let's get these bitches wet too! I have a Yeti to paint to. And a Botu. A U-Botu. A Yeti wearing a utility belt. Trust me, you've never watched a painting stream quite like this one. The bitch is now clean and ready for the goo. I love that noise. Never forget to place your royal rag upon your royal and semi-divine knee. Semi-divine is a reference to my demigod status. No longer do I Peinteingu in heaven. Now I Peinteingu here, in Earthrealm, for you fucking mortars. Brast, you monkey king! From time to time, my past catches up with me. 3 wrong years. I will have my revenge, Monkey King. Iron Man Barrow! Welcome to Peinteingu. My sincerest apologies for missing your phone call yesterday. I was busy. Defenderoo is the maximum of average. Like on the scale where like fucking below average stops and average starts, and then where average stops and above average starts. That's right, where 5'11". You cannot get more average than this. In looks, talent, like IQ. Like, oh fuck. I think that's true in a lot of ways. Like, I've always said it, like, I hate arrogant people and stuff like that, and, like, I always try to be humble, but at the same time, I'm trying to be honest and have a sense of confidence about me, like, you know, ain't no bitch, like, you know. So, like, on anything that's ever tried to, like, you know, critique me as a whole in, like, various ways, I've always been like, 7, 6, you know, like, 6.5, like, I'm pretty good, yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, amazing, but, like, I'm not shit either, like. That's probably why I'm so into Asian, like, culture and fucking ideology and stuff. It's all about, like, balance. Like, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like, you know, like, it's good most of the time. Sometimes it's fucking awful. Like, I am a embodiment of rife. Like, exceedingly average. Oh, fuck. Right. To paint a Yeti, we have returned to Riberia, where we shall remain for many days. First, allow me to squirt upon this parrot. Squirt, 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 squirty, squirt. I need more brack on my parrot. A moment. Come out, you brack fuck. So gooey. It has a Gracier Reich speed slowly emerging from the tub. I have become distracted from my objective. I know we have a Yeti to paint. However, I want to praise a sun. Why is the parrot sticky? Because it's covered in goo. Why else? You thought you had me with that one, didn't you? Sick fuck. To paint a sun. A beautiful sun. We shall begin with a per yarrow. You don't want to know. Why is that parrot so sticky? Do not ask such things. Many a traveler has asked that question, and many a traveler has regretted asking that question. You must simply accept that the parrot is sticky. Do not ask why. Peinteingu! Painting you. Painting me. It's Peinteingu! Painting you! Painting me. It's Peinteingu. Let's fucking go! Peinteingu! I'm on a horse! If this doesn't get your chi throwing, you're fucking dead inside. Peinteingu! Bow, bow. Oh, the beautiful sunshine. It's the total opposite of feeling like you're on a horse. Now I feel like I'm beside a fucking hot springs, just chilling. Oh god. Iron Man Barrow, do not attempt to ring me again today. My apologies. I know I said ring me again tomorrow. I'm sorry I missed you. But don't try and ring me today. Cause it's me and the female's anniversary. I just thought of that there. I just looked at your name in the chat and I was like, fuck, I told him to ring me again today. Like, don't. I won't have time for the chat. I can't even do a full stream today. I'm wrapping up in like just over half an hour. Sorry. Oh, I feel like such a fucking like a dick sometimes, where like fucking people try to ring me and text me and like I don't reply for ages or like days or something like. And then I'm like, oh fuck, I never replied to blah blah blah, like. Oh, my sincerest apologies. Right, I want to make some like nice grass green for down here. I want to put some moss and grass on this and shit, like. But anyway, let's get the Yeti on there. We have half an hour. We'll get the Yeti on there and maybe put the boat in there somewhere. So, okay, the Yeti is gonna be like a dirty grey, and he's gonna be fucking mad looking, especially because I have to paint him like. Yes. Crap for Peinteingu. Crap. Everybody crap for Peinteingu. Everybody crap for Peinteingu. Do it now. Crap. Much crapping. Much crapping is deserved. Yes, crap for Peinteingu. Brother Garlos wishes to remind you all why you are crapping for Peinteingu. To Riker and subscriber for Peinteingu, you cunts. The reason it says you cunts is because he has grown bitter. For months now, he has been holding this sign. And quite like that Indian guy who held his arm in the air for far too long, his arms have begun to ripen in all sorts of ways. Aras, Brother Garlos often tells me that he feels nothing. Which initially I took as an indication that he's fine. And that he continued to hoard his arms erectly for an infinite amount of time. But recently I have thought about it, and I think that might mean that some nerve damage is starting to set in. And that holding the sign of Rika and subscriber has indeed begun to affect Garlos. So, I will soon be depositing a charity bowl on the stream for Garlos's medical needs. So keep your eye out for that one. Hate. Yeti. Paint, paint. Paint, paint. Yeti. Peinteingu, goo goo. Paint, paint. Yeti. Paint, paint. Yeti. Peinteingu, goo goo, goo goo. I'm thinking. I am pondering. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, alright. Peinteingu, goo goo, goo goo. Yeti has ripped from the cliff and is now descending upon the soon-to-be painted Nazi-furred U-boat. Paint, paint! Yeti! Paint, paint. Yeti. Paint, paint. Yeti. Paint, paint. Paint, paint. Paint, paint. Oh, yeah. Paint, paint. Painting. Google. Excellent. Okie dokie. Now that I have the basic silhouette of the Yeti, I'm gonna set up the Nazis. The Nazi U-boat. Painting. Google. So the two of them are going to be quite grey, but then the Nazis are going to be black and red, so that should even things out. We need multitudes of crapping. I can hear banging. I don't know whether it's next door or what's going on. Apologies, Master Defenderu, for my tardiness. You are forgiven. Take your place. Brother Carlos finally got in there before you with the right and subscribe. Well, at least I hope he did anyway. I don't know how long that chat's there. Welcome to Short Arse Paintingu. How tall are you, Dick? What are you? I bet you're like 6'2" or something. You know? Anyone who's above 6 foot is like, I'm tall. Is there a bunch of faggots? Knockies all out. I must re-establish my dominance. What was it I said last time? I think the thing height came up, but I was like, Mark Hunt from that used to be in the UFC was 5'11", and he like starched people no end. Like, it's like it's one of the reasons I want to be a fat bastard, because he was pretty heavy. Like, he wasn't fat, but like he had a belly on him. Like, fuck me, the chap could fight. Oh, I meant this to be the boat, actually. Right, okay, so we have this German U-boat coming out of the water with a bunch of Nazis on it. Paint, Google. You're 5'11" as well, Demon Hunter. Bro, you look like you're like 6'4". You sound like you're like 6'8". You sound like you should be the same height as Owen. Like, Demon Hunter Bear's voice. Like, you got one of them fucking like huge black lad voices, like voices mad deep, like sound like a Lord of the Rings character. It's fucking hilarious. Need more brack. There we go. I might make the Yeti purple. Or like some shit, like, because trying to just use multiple shades of grey on both the ship and the Yeti might look a bit shit. Probably look well more interesting if I made the Yeti like fucking purple with green horns or some shit, like. It's like, you can't do a Yeti with purple fur and green horns. Like, that's so unrealistic. We're talking about Yetis. Now, don't get me wrong, part of me thinks like Yeti's probably a real thing. Or at least may have been at one point, you know. Nepal's a mysterious place from what I've heard. Do you remember that fucking bit from, was it Family Guy? He's like, what are you gonna call this place? Nepal. You can't just call a place Nipples. Well, what about Nepal? Oh man, I want to watch like the first like 8 seasons of Family Guy again. Fucking hilarious, like, so fucking funny. One of the things at a Family Guy that made me like cry laughing was when they get a new dog temporarily. Paint. And the new dog turns around to Stewie and he's like, "Oh yeah, I humped your teddy bear last night," and he loved it. He just lay there and took it. And Stewie's like, "Did he now?" And the next it just cuts to the next scene, and it's Stewie walking outside, dragging a black bag, and he just throws it in the garbage. And then it cuts to Peter reading out a suicide note that says, "And that's why I cut myself up into little pieces and put myself in the garbage." It's literally one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. It's so good, like. Oh, it's so out of nowhere as well. Like you can tell that, like, you know, the new dog is a problem, and like there's gonna be some fucking like drama or like conflict or whatever. Like, but that moment just comes out of nowhere. It's so fucking funny. Oh god. Oh, remembering that just gave me such a good giggle. Like, I fucking love that scene. It's so fucking funny. He just lay there and took it. Did he now? The whole idea of Stewie, like, and the way they pulled him off was fucking. I love Stewie. Stewie's amazing. Like, it's a bit shit, obviously, in a moral degenerate sense that they made the baby like gay. You know, they made him a gay baby. Like, was that always the thing, or is it something they kind of just like shoehorned in after a while? I can't remember. I think I remember, like, there was a period of time where Stewie was like, you know, a supervillain child genius. And then later came the stage where, like, Stewie's also, like, obviously gay, like, and he's like, he's a baby, like, what the fuck, like. There's loads of stuff that I look back on that, like, like loads of different shows where I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, Rick and Morty, I fucking loved Rick and Morty, and I stopped watching it, like, I was catching the new episode, I was watching the new episode at that time, and in the first, like, 5-10 minutes at the start of the episode, they have these like alien mask things on them or some shit, like, and they like get them off, and they start talking, and the kid Morty basically advertises Pornhub, and the way he says it and all, it's like, you know, because he's got a girlfriend now, and like he learn each other's kinks and stuff, and I was just sitting there like, wow, that's like really bad. Like, I was like, this is a fucking, like I know Rick and Morty wasn't for kids, you know, there was loads of teenagers, adults, all sorts watching Rick and Morty, like, but like, it was such a great show up until that point. Like, right at that point, I was just like, what the fuck, like, and it was so blatant, you know, it wasn't like, it didn't feel organic at all, you know. And like, it's just, oh, made me sick. And like, I think I was still consuming porn at that time. I can't remember. Like, I was starting to change, you know, but I can't say for a fact, like, that I wasn't consuming it myself. But I just remember seeing that, and I was just like, Jesus Christ. That's like one of the worst ways to sell out, is promote porn in a fucking cartoon. Paint. Yeti. Paint. Yeti. We're gonna make it a purple. We'll make it like kind of pinky purple. Mad green horns. Peinteingu, go. Right, we'll make a nice pink for a sec. Give me all this. Gives all that white. Paint, paint. Did I ever read that one? 5'11" gang. Oh yeah. I think I did. Time reference, not height. 6 foot is so average. You must have be at least 22 Rogans to paint. If only my voice matched my height. I am surrounded by Ritter paper. It's hilarious you say that because my World of Warcraft friends used to mistake me for a black guy in voice chat back in the day. Hey, hello. It's like, Jesus, listen to this nigga. Like, where are you from? And then you're like, what part of the States are you from again? Like, pure like country boy, like. Oh, it's hilarious. Peter is Jabba the Hutt. Uber Wookie nipple pitchy. Oh man, fucking love Family Guy. I said it ages ago that I wanted to go back and watch it. Never mind Family Guy. I was like, oh, I'd love to go back and watch like The Simpsons. Just loads of them. I remember one of the episodes of The Simpsons that I saw a few times. I think it was was it a yearly thing? I think they did it around Halloween or Christmas or something. It's probably Halloween, where they did the Simpsons Shining thing. And there's that bit where like Willie the groundskeeper, he's always like ripping his clothes off, and then he's like absolutely jacked, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'll save you." Like. Man, like, groundskeeper Willie is one of the funniest fucking, like, The Simpsons had characters that are like fucking timeless. Do you know what I mean? Like Apu, the shop owner, thank you, come again. Like, I fucking, like, he's like so iconic. Like, so many of the characters in The Simpsons are iconic as fuck. Like, I think I had a Simpsons book that was like, it was this fucking awesome book where I had all the characters and I had all of their bios, had all their backstories and shit, like really highly detailed, like, and like multiple drawings of all of them and shit, like, and who voices them and stuff. Like, it was so fucking cool. Paint. It was such a cool book. Paint. Make pink. Like Sideshow Bob. Like, every time he gets hit by he stands on a rake. It's just like thump. Just like 6 times. Oh god, it's brilliant. Like that bit with him on the bow. He's trying to kill Bart. Do you remember, like, fucking, do you remember Homer comes in? You remember when Homer comes in and he's like, Bart, you want to see my new chainsaw and hockey mask? It's like, ah! Oh man, there was some bits that were just fucking, like, bark out loud funny. Never mind fucking laugh out loud. Like, do you know what I mean? There was bits that'd make me just go like, I would laugh so hard at stuff like The Simpsons and shit back in the day and Futurama, that there'd be like, it's like all the air gets like, it's like an implosion. All the air just immediately comes out of me like somebody squeezed my fucking core. Like, oh, it was fucking brilliant. Painting. Google. Painting. Google. This is a nice pink. A beautiful pink Yeti. I'll give it like, I'll see if I can give it like, you know, neon or close enough to neon or pale pink horns. I mean, green horns. This Yeti's a greenhorn. He's got no experience in killing Nepalese people. Wouldn't it just be Mongolians? I don't know. It is called Nepalese, isn't it? Can't remember. What's that region again? Himalayas? God, my geography's shit. It's because I went to school. Brothers and sisters are natural enemies. Like Scots and Brits. And Scots and Irish. Scots and other Scots. Damn, Scots ruined Scotland. The reason why that's so funny is like that's something a Scottish person would say. Oh fuck. You think Irish have like self-hatred, like, oh man, Scottish people are well worse. Like, that's what the drinking's that bad. Like, that level of drinking comes from guilt and shame and like self-hate. That's where all that drinking comes from. So I'm fucking lucky to be alive anyway. I should be dead 1,000 times over. I may as well fucking drink whiskey like it's water. Painting goo goo. This painting's gonna be fucking hilarious. They're all fucking hilarious. Pay for Painteingu. Paint. Goo goo. Yeah, I definitely want to make a Xenoboon t-shirt. I don't even care if it's like, I genuinely wouldn't care if just me and Demon Hunter were the only ones that bought a Xenoboon t-shirt. I want to make a Xenoboon t-shirt. I want to make a fucking Xenoboon. I'd make like a cuddly toy out of that thing and fucking buy it myself. Just this like mental looking creature. Like, those are one of my favorite things from cartoons and like shows and shit. Like, you know, oh, what's that thing out of Futurama? You know, the little black thing out of Futurama that they find on a planet, and then like Leela, her name is Leela, isn't it? Yeah, the fucking Cyclops bitch with the purple hair. Leela fucking like essentially like adopts this like tiny black alien, a gobbler. I can't remember what his fucking name is. He's so fucking... He's the derpiest, cutest, most... He reminds me of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Where you have this, like, diminutive... Like, you know, this, like, a mostly adorable, diminutive little alien creature that is, like, unfathomably dangerous. Like, and you slowly become aware of how, like, exceedingly lethal this thing is for like the maddest reasons. Like, it can eat anything and it shits out like these little black marbles that are like insane sources of fuel. Like a marble the size of a fucking like a marble. a black marble the size of your average marble weighs like, they get Bender to like lift the thing and he's like carrying it like it's a kettlebell and his arms nearly fall off and all, like, do you know what I mean? Like, and he's specifically built to be able to bend metal girders and stuff. Like, do you remember the episode where you find out that's why he's called Bender? Because he literally is just a bender. He just bends things. Like, that's the stuff that I fucking love, like, you know. That's why I call that fucking the tactical turtle that I made, that is blind but has like massive ears. I could hear shit like from a mile away with this massive cannon that like auto tracks with the helmet and shit. Like, so he hears something and the cannon just turns. It's like he won't even turn his head, like, you know, just the cannon will turn, like. And I called it blind fire. Paint. Oh, I love that shit. Like how awesome is that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like I love stuff like that where I can like even if like I don't care if I never hear another person laugh about that. It makes me laugh. But like to be able to make yourself laugh with something that you created yourself and it looks cool. And it's not like, you know, there's some people that I think it looks more cute than cool, but like whatever, like Pate. I don't know how you could look at a fucking 20 mil fucking autocannon with explosive rounds and be like, oh, that's so adorable. But you never know. Peinteingu, goo. Like, give it a big tail. Give it a big glorious tail so it doesn't just have a fucking fupa rump thing at the end here. Fupa. Oh god. Hiya. This thing's fierce looking. Oh, bless me. I'm like, this thing's fierce looking, and then I look at the screen on the laptop, and I'm like, yeah, it's a real fierce looking, pinky grayish, like smear, like. Never got into the degenerate cartoons after The Simpsons. Oh man, you missed out, man. I actually think some of the cartoons, like, genuine, because of the humor, they had more fucking morality than something like fucking EastEnders or like everything that the women were watching and everything that, like, you know, like fucking sports, like just sitting there watching other people play a sport, you know, like, or even like some of the sci-fi stuff that like me and my dad would watch or something, like, do you know what I mean? Like, genuinely, I think stuff like watching like some cartoons was like better for your brain because they were like really high IQ sometimes and fucking like, you know, like jokes that most people wouldn't understand or niche or something. And then like there's the creative element of like having like making animations is really difficult and is a long process, takes a lot of time and shit, like especially if you do it in an analog sense. So like the type of people that get involved in making certain cartoons or animated movies and shit or series, there can be a lot of like similar to some shows and games or whatever, or movies. There could be a lot of like gravy in them and stuff, like, you know, a lot of symbolism and shit, like. But then it, like, you know, at the same time there's plenty, like, look at Ren and Stimpy, like, you know, that is like, that's not just a degenerate cartoon, that's not funny at all. Like, you know, watching Ren and Stimpy would fucking rot your brain. Ren and Stimpy causes brain rot. You heard it here on Peinteingu. Pate. 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 Oh yeah, the females set up this thing for me on Etsy and another thing on Facebook. They're essentially the same thing. So I'll link them in the Telegram chat or whatever. But I'm slowly starting to form my own. I said it a while ago that I wanted to build. Oh, I'm nearly. It's at an hour. I need to call it quits. But I'll just finish saying what I'm saying. I basically I made this thing called Roach's Realm, which is like you can see where my paintings are as well, but it's not just some of my paintings, it's some of my character paintings and stuff as well. So I'm gonna use that as like a central hub for like character design and symmetrical paintings and stuff. So I have an Etsy, an eBay, and a Facebook thing. So I'll advertise them and link them over the next few weeks and stuff like that. But I gotta go. I gotta sprit my niggas. Unfortunately, today's Peinteingu is a Ricker one. A Ritter run. I was saying Rickle. There's no K in little. Yeah. Right. The bitches are clean. And I am ready to review. If you would like to support Peinteingu, the links are in the description below. Happy fucking Friday. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Thank you for joining me, however brief it might have been. I hope you enjoyed it, because I know I did. So, I will, God willing, see you Monday, 3 p.m. GMT, Paddybug Irish Timer. Be there, or you have a no honor. Oh, be good, be true, and be beautiful. God bless, and I shall see you soon.